Here we are, back again with another Undisputed Worldwide. This is episode 3, and today we're going to talk about Livewire Pro Wrestling. Now, Livewire is a new property to Deathlock production, so to help us out and to explain a little bit about what Livewire is, we have a very special guest today. That is the active president, Ryan Reigns. He'll be here to answer a few questions, and then I will try to, best I can, explain what is going on in Livewire and why you should be interested in it. So, without further ado, let's dive right into the meat and potatoes of what's going on. So the next Livewire Wrestling will be this Saturday, September 1st. The bell time is at 5:30 p.m. Now, if you don't have tickets right now, there are still plenty of tickets available. There's general admission tickets, VIP tickets, deluxe VIP tickets, and you can go to www.livewireaugusta.tk for more information. Now, this event is going to be at 221 Pecan Avenue, Thompson, Georgia, 30824. That's going to be the Thompson's Boys and Girls Club. And that is going to be a show. That's going to be a double showing. First you'll have Livewire, and then you'll have the people who are going to be on our next podcast. And that is Pro Wrestling Bushido. Now, what is going on in Livewire right now? Well, when Deathlock came in, we came in into the middle of a tag tournament to declare tag champions. So we're going to talk about that just a little bit. Now, what we have going on is we have 2 matches to further on the tournament. And the 2 matches that will be there at September 1st will be Dementia 13, which is the tag team of Darkness and Kevin Kurgan, versus Northern Lights, which is the tag team of Dynamic Dexter and Jackson Frost, which either of these teams do not need any introduction for anyone who's watched wrestling in the CSRA over the last few years. The second match of this tournament will be Dead Reckoning, which will be Night Stalker and Christian Fury versus the team of Brandon Cage and Scott Cannon. Again, these are veterans in the CSRA and need no introduction. In fact, Dead Reckoning and Brandon Cage and Scott Cannon, especially Scott Cannon, are known throughout the Southeast. Alright, so after this, the winner of these 2 matches will go on to face each other or more opponents in November. Now, I'll ask Ryan Reigns when the end of the tournament will be, but right now I don't have the information on that. Now, the last event we had a battle royale to declare the ITV champion. Now, this was a huge battle royal. There's 25-30 contenders in this battle royal. It was absolutely stellar. In the end, Jeremy Cruz won to become the ITV champion. Now, funny enough, the active president, Ryan Reigns, has issued the following statement.
Hello. My name is Ryan Reigns, and I am the acting president for Livewire Wrestling. Now, I'm sure you can ask, what do you have to talk about today? Well, I just came from a championship meeting with the Livewire Wrestling Championship Board, and we looked over some old agreements from past general managers. Big Money Dev, Captain Mikey Galeno, they did okay. But there is a clause in one of the contracts, the Livewire Wrestling Championship contract to be exact, that says the title must be defended within 90 days. Big Game James, you haven't done that. Now, in the contract there is a clause that says, in case there's not a show, the very next show you must defend. You weren't there in July. So, as president who takes contracts very seriously, the Livewire Wrestling Championship is now vacant. Now, the new champion, you may ask yourself, who's it going to be? Well, November 3rd, there will be a new champion. There will be a one-on-one match. And I'm going to give the first opportunity to Jeremy Cruz, if he wants it, that is. Jeremy Cruz, all you have to do is give me the ITV title and you're in the Livewire Wrestling Championship match, since you are the only champion currently on the roster. So, you've earned that opportunity, maybe. Ball's in your court, Cruz. See what you do with it. See everybody September 1st.
So that leaves Jeremy Cruz with a couple of options. Now, what he could do is he could turn over the belt, relinquish it to Ryan Reigns, and he will be in line for the Livewire Wrestling Championship. Or he has a match scheduled against Matt Sells for the first, in which he can defend the ITV Championship. Now, either way, I believe Jeremy Cruz is in a tight spot, because when you look at it, Matt Sells is not someone you definitely want to get in the ring with, and at the same time, if he relinquishes his belt, he's not guaranteed to win the Livewire Wrestling Championship. I don't have a statement from Jeremy Cruz at this time, but if I find out anything, you'll be the first to know. Now, without further ado, I have now waiting the man of the hour. We have Ryan Reigns. So give me just a second, we'll connect with him, and then we'll have this interview. And we're back. And now with me, live, is the acting president of Livewire, Ryan Reigns himself. What's going on, brother?
Hey, how's it going?
So, as the president, you probably get hit with questions every single day. Well, we have a couple of questions that we were asked to ask you, and without further ado, we're going to get right in it. And then I would like to tell the fans, the would-be fans, how to acquire these tickets to get to your show. That's live at 5:30 p.m. this Saturday, September 1st. Alright, so the first question that we have for you. Now, Mr. Reigns, could you tell me what makes Livewire unique among all the wrestling promotions in the CSRA?
I think what makes us unique is we're one of the few promotions that are going out on a limb and working with anyone who wants the opportunity to better themselves and to have a stage to perform on. This past show, we had a couple of guys from Tennessee. As far as I know, this is the farthest south they have ever come. Christian Garrett and Devin Ayer made their debuts, and there were tons of debuts in the Battle Royal. I can go back a few years before that. We had a program where we allowed talent from anywhere to make their debut, and it was an equal opportunity tryout. And we had Mason Bricks come in, and he did fairly well, and he ended up getting booked other places because of that. And over the years, a lot of people may not know, but Livewire was the first showings for a lot of people, like Smooth Excellence, Kid Riot, Big Game James, Wade Adams, and even Effie here in the CSRA.
Yeah, that sounds great. Like I said, to give talent a shot like that, and these are no like slouches. You're not bringing in some green kid straight out of high school that hasn't seen any matches. You're giving these some shots to some really good people there. So yeah, props for Livewire for doing that. And I didn't know that you had people coming all the way down from Tennessee. That's amazing.
Yep.
All right, so the next big question that we have for you today. All right, Mr. Reigns, could you tell me, is there any dream matches that you would like to see happen at Livewire?
Actually, yeah, we do have. Well, I have two matches specifically that I want to see that have used former Livewire talent against hopefully future Livewire talent. One of them being Effie versus Matt Sells. I think that would be a great match. Matt Sells will be with us September 1st. Effie was with us back in 2015. Another match that I want to see. It was scheduled for the Orange Pill several years ago, but due to scheduling conflicts or something, it never happened. I was excited to see it that night, but it didn't happen. It would be Kenji Bria versus AR Fox.
Very interesting. Now, for the people who are just now getting, just now getting into the wrestling here in the CSRA, those names that you threw out, they're pretty big names here. And could you tell me a little bit about those wrestlers?
Effie, he's from Florida, and he's just been blowing up everywhere. He's the fast pro wrestling champion. He's been making appearances at PWX. I believe he's been in Fire World, AWE, and of course the Pro Wrestling Bushido, King of Bushido tournaments. Matt Sells, he recently just moved back to the Georgia area. He was featured on Ring of Honor several times. There's even a tag match featuring him and Cauliflower Brown as opponents. And there's several matches under the Future of Honor banner up there as he was training at the dojo up there. So he went up there on this craft, and now he's back, and I think he's better than ever. And the other match I talked about, Kenji Bria, he's been in the area for a long time, but now he's starting to branch out to other places. Last weekend, I believe it was, he was part of the Impact Wrestling Uncivil War, which featured an indie promotion versus Impact Wrestling, and he was on that. He's at AWE, other places, Indiana, I believe. He's going. And last year, he actually did a tour of Canada, I believe it was. So he's going big places. And AR Fox, he's made a few appearances here in the area, most notably for Antron Brewer's Fall Brawl events. He's done a few shows for that in Thompson. One of the head trainers at WWA 4 in Atlanta. He could be seen all across the world. I believe he's currently on Lucha Underground, which is seen in millions of homes.
All right, very good, very good. Very excellent answer there. So now the next question is a little bit more, harder, a little bit controversial. Are you willing to work with both wrestlers and promotions outside of Livewire?
I am. As I mentioned before, I'm very open to giving workers a stage to show what they can do to other promotions across the country, across the world, wherever they want to go. I'm very open to that, and I'm very open to working with any promotion, anywhere. As you guys know, I work with Pro Wrestling Bushido as we have shows, same venue, same day, just 30 minutes apart from each other. Some of the wrestlers you'll notice, like Josh Magnum, Matt Sells, Hunter Young, are on both sometimes. So, yeah, I like to have a relationship like that with everyone, especially seeing how big wrestling's getting in the CSRA.
Yes, it is. It is growing up. You'll talk to different wrestlers in their promotions, and they're swearing that the territories are coming back. And it seems true. It seems in a big way. There's a big following, and every show that I go to, there's a crowd. And over the past year, it has been getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So yeah. Now one last question, and we'll talk a little bit more about the working with other promotions. But the last thing I want to know, and this is a personal question, okay? Now, as the president of Livewire, what is your biggest accomplishment, and what is your greatest struggle?
I believe the biggest accomplishment is that after 7 years, we're still here, and we're still going forward after everything good or bad. We're still able to keep marching forward and able to build off what happened last. We've had some phenomenal talent come through and put on some great matches. Anthony Henry, Cameron Cade, Effie, Dustin Knight, Ken Lee, Jeremy Davis, David Coleman, Darkness, James Hunter, Kevin Curry, you name it. We've had some phenomenal talent come through. And it seems like at some point everyone has wanted to be a part in some way of Livewire. And, that's going to be my biggest accomplishment, is building something that people have tried to gravitate to over the years in some form. The biggest struggle may be myself, because I've made partnerships with some pretty terrible people, hoping, just not completely thinking it through, but seeing a possible open door, not realizing what's on the other side of that door, and going straight through that door just because it was open. We've had bad dealings with venue owners, quote-unquote financial partners, ring owners, some of the talent, but we've been able to build off of it, learn our lesson, and keep going.
All right, very good, very good. Now, I won't hold you here forever, but I do have a couple things to close with, okay? First, if any promotion is interested in having Livewire as a part of their show, what's the best way that they can reach out to you?
They can contact us on the Facebook page, Livewire Wrestling, or they can also email us at livewirewrestling@rocketmail.com.
All right, sounds great. Like I said, in any promotion out there, like I said, if you haven't seen Livewire Wrestling, you can have a great opportunity right here on September 1st to go out there and see what these guys are about. I promise you that Ryan Reigns will not let you down. Like I said, it's a great add-on. And here's the second part, I guess, to follow up to that question, because you actually go out there to help promote Pro Wrestling Bushido as well. Could you tell me the physical locations to buy tickets, as well as the website that they can purchase these tickets at?
Yes, the website, brand new website, just finished making it this week, livewireaugusta.tk. Just go to the tickets page, and they're all right there. There's even a little paragraph explaining the different levels of tickets. If you want a physical in-hand copy of your ticket, you can stop by the Augusta Book Exchange on Gordon Highway. or Dead Media Collectibles in Central Avenue, both in Augusta.
All right, awesome. Like I said, again, we have a live wire show that will be with Pro Wrestling Bushido. That's on September 1st. Live wire goes on at 5:30 p.m. Like I said, I strongly recommend that anyone out there come out. If you haven't seen these guys before, give them a chance because they got some great matches coming up, and I guarantee you'll want to come back. So I want to thank you very much for coming out here, Mr. Reigns, and I look forward to seeing you this coming weekend, and I look forward to the show that you're going to put on.
Thank you, and I hope to see everyone out there.
And there you have it. From the mouth of the man in space himself, Mr. Ryan Reigns. And now, once again, I urge anyone, if you're a fan of wrestling, you want some live wrestling, you want to come see it, come out this Saturday, September 1st, at the Boys and Girls Club in Thompson, and see the magic for yourself. You have 2 shows, 1 spectacular price, live wire pro wrestling, and Pro Wrestling Bushido, who gives you one of the most interesting tournament style wrestling that you will find in the Southwest. He goes, give these guys a shot. You'll want to come back. Again, that is this Saturday, September 1st, at the Boys and Girls Club in Thompson. That's 221 Pecan Street Drive, whatever. But I do recommend that you guys come out here. These guys put on an excellent show. They give their all, their heart, their body, their souls for this, and that's what it matters. That's what really truly matters in wrestling, is that you have excellent people that go out on the limb to put on this spectacular show for the fans. I'd like to thank my special guest tonight, Mr. Ryan Reigns. Thank you so much for coming on. And I also like to thank each and every one of you that makes this possible. And we'll see you next time.